Yep, new races, new classes, new anything. I mean, classes are more complicated because, of course, they've
Yes.
got 20 sets of features they get based on level, right?
Yes.
And that sort of stuff. But even then, let's just go look at what creating a class template looks like, right? So let's create a new rogue subclass. So let's create sneak, right? Whatever we want to call it, right? And new rogue subclass. Yeah, we want to create a subclass. Use an empty subclass template. So we don't want to copy off anything else. So this is a different type of rogue, right? And you see all this blue text is the stuff that got inherited from the base class. Mm-hmm. And we can give it additional things, and it automatically do things like, okay, so it says, hey, you should get something based on your Rogus archetype at 3rd level. So here's your Rogus archetype feature. You can just go create whatever feature it is, same way we did for a race, directly there that you'll get at 3rd level.
Nice.
So it could be spell casting, it could be, whatever else you might want for that feature. And then once you've sort of filled it out, the Roguish Archetype feature for 3rd level, the Roguish Archetype feature for, each of the levels that they get another archetype feature, then you're done. And when somebody can select that as their subclass for Rogue, the same way that they would choose any of the other subclasses.
Very cool. Yeah, I like the customability. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
and how you can create. Well, it makes it nice. Like if I were to buy, say, any third-party content, I could easily run a campaign or run the adventure or whatever. Or even if I'm just buying a campaign setting, you can easily get that content in here and provide the subclasses and races and monsters and all that stuff.
Pretty easily if you're creating your own or have licensed material from a third party that you can create for your own use. And the other thing that's interesting, right, is what we talked about earlier, right? I'm creating this stuff, and as a player, like literally, if you join that campaign now, like if you rejoin that campaign, so let's say you drop your current character out and go to join again and do the create a new character, Elf 27 will now be a choice for the race you can pick, right?
Nice.
Just automatically happen. I didn't have to do anything to make it happen because I created it, and default my creations are shared in my campaigns. I could go restricted. I could go, say, no, Elf 27 isn't a choice for this campaign by packaging it and saying, no, don't include that package. But by default, if I create something, it's available to the players in my campaigns.
Very cool. All right.
So that's the tour. I think that's most of what we do. Oh yeah, we got to finish strong. So go to your. Let's do this. Let me go back to the campaign here. Yep, we want to do this one, right? Now go to your character sheet and click on your character's name. Now this would be primarily an ability for a druid, but we're gonna go show you wild shape here. So go click on your character's name and you change shape and choose the beast that you want to transform into.
All right. So he is a cat already. So
there you go. What did you? Okay, so you chose creature, right?
Yeah.
And now if we look at your character sheet, you'll notice that the token has changed to a cat. It says your shape is a cat. You'll also notice that your strength, dexterity, and constitution are now that of a cat, whereas you retained your intelligence, wisdom, charisma. You'll also notice if you scroll down on your character sheet, your shape change abilities, your keen smell, and your claw action are actually on your list of attacks. So
very cool.
All of that was transformed. Your token on the sheet changed here. All of it's set up to be a cat. So
nice. I just got a critical hit.
There you go.
And if you take damage, it will automatically revert for you.
Right. So if we go and let me just go apply
2 hit points of damage.
Yeah. So let's just go apply some hit points. Right. And basically it reverted back to your normal shape because it understands the rules of wild shape is if that one drops to 0, you revert to your base shape. And the extra 6 points carried over.
Nice. Yep, almost dead.
Yeah, well, almost dead, but like, you know how hard that feature is to do even in D&D Beyond?
Well, yeah, there's not really I've never seen a system that allows you to transform like that and automatically transforms everything into the new character sheet.
There you go.
Like that does. You kind of have to. The
Well,
player.
you can thank my wife for that feature because she loves druids and you know, so she just harangued Darren until he added it.
Well, yeah, my
and he
son's
enjoyed
doing a
doing it.
druid.
Yeah,
my son's doing a druid, and it's not a. I mean, you just kind of replace it with the things, but this thing you still kept. You added the cat stuff, but you still had your cleric features like turn undead that you still could be able to cast as a cat, things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Right. You'll also notice that, you know, that wild shape feature on the druid sheet, like if you often use a particular shape, it shows up in the MRU list. So, you know, next time you don't have to go search for it or anything. It just like it's there. You just click tiger and you're a tiger.
Nice.
Bear,
you have
so,
the list to choose, like how it has in the Xanathars. It has like, here's a list for deserts, here's a list for jungles, here's a list for forests.
Yeah, I mean, obviously your DM can restrict whatever you want, and in the monster picker, we do have environment as one of the filters you can do on a monster list. So when you bring up that list, you can say, hey, just choose the coastal ones. So you can choose, but you can filter by type and by environment, right? Mm-hmm. So you know, just show me beasts from the coastal area, or show me beasts from the jungle, or you know, whatever.
Nice. So, oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I'm seeing that in the filter right now. Nice. So yeah, environment Arctic.
Yep. So show me Arctic creatures.
Urban.
Yep.
Cool. Nice.
And that's, you know, pulling the information directly out of the monster stat block that says what environments they're common to.
Yes.
Which is obviously a multi-valued thing. So yeah.
Very cool. All right. Cool. So then to end us off, so somebody was to sign up for this. This is all off your website, correct? So they just need to go to startabletop.com, create an account, and then they have a free access, which gives them, what do they get for free as opposed to paying?
What do they get for free? Well, right now they get everything for free because we're still in beta and we haven't launched yet. But what do they get for free right now is you get, let's see, there are three adventures in the Fate of our Tonga campaign, all 300 monsters and tokens. The base races and classes are all there. The creator tools are open to you. There's 25 maps built in from our partner Demille. There's some base content for new playable races and classes and items and that sort of stuff available from a partner called Underground Oracle that are all automatically loaded for you. What else, Darren? What am I missing that comes in the free base setup? I think that's the breadth of it right now. And then all of the tools we've shown here today. So the ability to create things, the ability to, you know, set up campaigns and so on, all completely free.
Yep. There are a couple of other things for kind of special things. If you are in person, we do support a second monitor. So you can project the screen to another monitor.
So and this is showing the player view. So if you'll notice, if I reset the fog here, right, and re-show that window, then it's completely black. And if I brush away some of the fog, so let me just do a fog brush here and brush some of the fog away. You'll see when I bring that window back up that it now has the fog region displayed. And so that when you just drag that window to another monitor and you're away. Oh, we didn't talk about watch mode. That's the other thing. For all you streamers and people that love to stream their games and watch, we have a watch mode built in. So if I go here to the campaign menu and go to my settings, you can get a watch link. This link will allow a player to join only as a watcher, as a viewer, and they can, let me just give you that link and show you what's.
You can just go to it.
Yeah, so let me just go to that link. Yeah, and show you what's going on. There you go. So we'll go to that link, and you'll see this view of the campaign, which is the player's view of the map. Right. So this is the player's view of the map, the roles, and you can see each of the characters and their vital statistics here. And then if I want to bring up data, I can actually interact with the game live while it's going on.
Nice.
I can actually bring up monster stat blocks. I can, in the case of Ulmer here, if I want to bring up this and then look at your character sheet and drill down to things like, oh, I don't know what the mending spell does. Right, there's your description of the mending spell, what it does, spiritual weapon, how does that work? There it is, and so on. And this is all just a read-only view of the character that you can access in real time, and that sort of stuff. So this screen itself is designed to, hey, I record it for Twitch or whatever else. It updates as the turn order changes and all that sort of thing. But if people are actually watching your game live, they're not just watching a recording of it. They can also follow along and click on the character sheets and do all an interactive experience as a part of watching your game, because more and more people these days learn the game by watching other people play it. I mean,
yeah.
Who sits down and reads the player's handbook these days, right? You actually.
I mean, I do, but
Yeah, but you've been playing for a long time, right? And so what you're looking for is what the difference is between this edition and the previous edition, or.
Well, also I'm a DM, so I'm actually trying to learn the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
Build a character quickly.
But but most players, right? They learn to play by watching somebody stream the game, and so we wanted to support that for the streaming community, and so this is streaming mode or watch mode, and so it supports both an interactive watch experience and a recording experience. You just again drag this window to this browser window to another window and broadcast that, and you're away you go. Watch
nice, mode. Cool, very cool. All right, so before we end off, anything else you want to share? Any other sites or Patreons or Facebook pages, YouTube channels, anything else you want to?
So all of that's linked to on our website. So if you go to our website, you'll find our Twitter feed. It's just @Shard Tabletop. You'll also find the blog and a link to the Facebook group, and all the other things are there. So we have communities on both Facebook, a Facebook user group, and in Discord. So again, you'll find the links to both of those on our site. And we welcome everybody's input in terms of what's going on. So we thanks for the time, and we look forward to having some of the legendary dungeon masters on Shard.
Cool, awesome. All right, yeah, thanks for joining us today. And I hope you guys have a lot of success, and we'll see a lot of people using this application.
All right,
it's great. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.